Hello there, Oscar Carmona from Healing Ground Certified Organic Nursery located in Santa Barbara, California, here to talk to you today about propagation from cuttings. Propagation from cuttings is a fairly simple procedure to undertake, and therefore I think it should be part of every home gardener's repertoire. It gives you the opportunity to create more harvestable plants, especially in the realm of your herb garden or section of your garden. There are basically three things that you need to know for successful propagating from cuttings. The first thing you need to know is that you want to look for the tender shoots, the tender growth on the plant, and in this case we're talking again about herbs. The second thing, you want to provide some sort of biostimulating agent. In this case, we're going to use kelp in a powdered form, which we will mix with our water. And the third thing is temperature, proper temperature. Now, well, we'll talk about that in just a second and why that is just important. But first of all, let's look at the cuttings that we want to take for our samples. Here's a rosemary, and as I said, we want to look for the young, tender growth, as those are going to lend themselves greatly to putting out side roots. So if we look at this plant here, we can see that there are many of the tips have tender growth, and we're looking to take about 4 to 6 inches from our plant, and then good to go down to a node so that you leave some side shoots to take its place in the future. We have this section here, and then I'm going to take another cutting from a different type of herb, and this is a thyme, and again we're looking for the tender young growth, and we want to take about 4 to 6 inches. So here's a nice sample, and we're going to leave the cut to the side shoots there, and so we then have a nice 4 to 6 foot cutting that will make a nice starter. What you need to do at this point, and I'm going to demonstrate it with this rosemary, is to strip the branch of these leaves. In this case, these are leaves, but sometimes side shoots are also part of that. If you're having some difficulty doing that, you don't want to rip, then you can pinch these sections off. And the key, again, is you want to avoid ripping the bark part of the limb, and we want to remove these. Firm yet gentle. You want to make sure you get this off, and then you're left with the tuft at the end, and this will indicate when you start to get some growth there that you do have some root development. I'm going to stick this into my flat here where I've already propagated many cuttings. Forefinger and thumb, as I always say, are your wonderfully given tools, so you use those to get that firmly placed in there. The second thing, as I said, is kelp in water for biostimulation for root production, because this is what we're trying to induce here, is some nice healthy root production, and that gives us the plant then cuttings successfully. I'm going to take this 4-pack flat into my #1 greenhouse, where I will be putting it on my heating table, keeping it at about 73 to 75 degrees. That's the proper temperature to also stimulate root production, and it greatly adds to your ability to have success with production from cuttings. You can look on any seed catalogs, also other nursery catalogs that offer pads for sale, or find some local in your house, maybe a water heater or near a stove or somewhere where you have generating a little bit of ongoing heat, and that would greatly enhance your success. This is Oscar Carmona, wishing you much success and fruitful harvest from your garden, and remember to feed the soil and let the garden and plants feed you.